Good evening, everybody. I hope you all had a very happy Friday, and I bet some of you thought that I'd forgotten to do day 46 of my 90-day share. Well, guess what? I didn't. Here I am, and I think I have about half an hour to spare before I turn into a pumpkin when the clock turns midnight. My name is Dr. Brooklyn Storme, and I'm the Director and Principal Psychologist here at Cerebellum Consulting. And no, I'm not coming to you from sunny Frankston today. I'm actually coming to you from New South Wales in Sydney. So I'm here to do a little bit of business and catch up with a friend of mine. Some of you may also be travelling interstate. Some of my colleagues are, and so we wish everybody has a very safe trip. So what I wanted to talk about briefly today was the importance of risk and why risk is good for you. So what is risk? Well, risk is making a decision to engage in an action that could have a negative consequence, but at the same time, it could have an amazing payoff. So some people are risk aversive, and that's for all sorts of reasons. Maybe they've had some bad experiences with risk in the past. Maybe they have perhaps a fear mindset around risk, and they're worrying a lot about, the consequences. Like, what if it doesn't happen? Or what if the risk doesn't pay off? What if there is no reward? And so this type of thinking keeps them in that sort of trap, and they don't often step outside their comfort zones, which is kind of sad in a way, because it means that they're missing out on some of the really exciting things that can happen and come to you when you do step outside of that comfort zone and take the risk. It's kind of like going into, Baskin Robbins or Cold Rock Ice Creamery, and you have 60 flavours, but there's always someone that just says, I'll have vanilla. I think try chocolate, try strawberry, or try bubblegum, try a different flavour. Calculated risks are healthy ones to take, and they're good ones to take, and I'll tell you why. Because when we take a risk and it pays off, it builds our confidence. Even when it doesn't pay off, just the simple act of taking that first step and taking that risk requires guts. It requires belief in yourself. It requires belief in something greater than you. And that in itself is worth its weight in gold, So I don't feel too many bad things can come from taking a calculated risk. So here's your challenge for the weekend. Have a think about stepping outside of your comfort zone. Now, it doesn't have to be anything big. I'm not suggesting you go skydiving or anything like that, but just step outside your comfort zone just a little bit and see what happens. Let me know how it makes you feel to do that. I'm sure before you do it, you might feel a little bit nervous, and that's good nerves. You might remember from a previous vlog, we had a picture of the bell-shaped curve. The bell-shaped curve kind of looks like a hill, and at one end of the hill we see that there's positive, and on the other end of the hill there's negative, and in the middle is average. Well, we don't want to be average, do we? Who wants to be average? Step outside your comfort zone and be above average, for goodness sake. You've got it in you to do it. It's only your own fear that's holding you back. Calculate the risk. If it's a healthy one to take, go for it. But that's your challenge for this weekend. Just a small little risk, nothing major. See how you go. I can't wait to hear all your feedback. I hope you really have a fantastic night, and I'll see you tomorrow from